Yes, so let's gather here, my people, the real people of Biafra. Let us gather here to do the needful. Let us gather here to support and let Finland know that we know what they passed through before they can be able to get their independence and why they are treating Obatobie this way today. That the same thing that they did in their time is what our PM is doing today. Please, as you let us share, that people to know that we are alive and we are alive. This is coming from Biafra is my home TV. This is Biafra is my home TV. We are live and we are direct this hour. So we must continue to stand on the truth. We must continue to boast what we are doing. We must continue because the consistency of what we are doing is what will prove to the world that we are serious. Staying together, standing in one place, no matter if that one place is not getting it right. By when you are standing in one place, then you will get it what? You will get it right. You do what? You will get it because you continue learning from those areas that you are making a mistake and they continue to get it right. Because of you made one mistake and because of that mistake, you want to run away. Believe you me, it's not gonna. You can never make it that place. As we're waiting for people to join, because that's what we are doing, the other things we can do to make sure that our people know that we are alive and we are direct. No matter how small our strength it is. What matters most is that we preach the good news. When Kai reports, Humble Lion, Exodus, Go 247, and all of the other Simon and all of them are doing the other side, you find a way, the one that they didn't do the other day, and continue doing from that place. Because all these things are happening for a reason. And we must understand that why all this is happening is for us to be preparing our mind. In the words of Onye Dumas, and he said that we must prepare more than the way we were before. And that when we prepare more than the way we were before, that is the only way we can do what? We can survive. That is the only way that people will know that we are serious and it's our right to do what we are doing. What you see that we Biafrans are doing today, many countries have done it in the past. Brazil get their independence from Portugal. Do you know that? Do you know that out of all these countries, there is where they get their all independence in their own time? Do you know that Algeria gets their independence from France? Do you know that? Do you know that everything that is happening now, that we are not the first? Do you know that Finland get their independence from Russia in a brutal way, with multiple dimensions? When I come across of Finland history, and I know why Obatobie is said that he is using multiple dimensions in this movement that we are into, I came to understand it. When I listen to history of Finland, we have never even gotten 1/10 of what Finland did to their people because of their independence. They even fight, Finland fights war within themselves. A Finnish man and the Finnish man will be fighting. They disagree. And not even that they just disagreed. Those who are claiming that they are fighting for the freedom of their people, that Russia was sponsoring, giving them money, the red in Finland, that colluded with Russia, and be fighting against their own people. I said what? Fighting against their own people. When they were fighting against their own people, and the other people that did not understand that these people are not genuine, was supporting them, encouraging them, telling them right on. Like that thing you see today, they are doing to one Isiocha, the white painted head woman in France. People will be telling her, telling people, right on, thank you, Nihina Melani, continue. And do you know what happened? Until Finland decided to do voting. And that is when they know that so these people who are here shouting right on, and also the other people who are shouting right on, that is when they came to realize that so we are not doing it well at the end after the voting. And it is the right of the people to choose, to select who is going to govern them. It happens. And the real genuine people of Finland, the whites, they got the independence and they supported it. I am making all this preamble for you to know where we are going and what we are about to discuss this evening, and to compare it in the movement that we are into right now. Finland use multiple dimensions. They use lobby. They use their social media. They use their troops, that is their military. They use, as in, they fight brutally. After going down to history of Finland, I realized that Obatobi, majority of things that he's doing, that he copied Magandhi, he copied the Finland, the white people of Finland, or Finnish, who got this independence for them. When you continuously asking questions, you find out that what is happening in our own time is a little small thing than what happened in Finland. When the real white Finland people declared their independence, the red people turned against it. And they said, no, you don't need to declare. Why do you do that? Why did you declare? That is what happened in Finland. The same thing is happening right here. And the people doesn't read history. And people doesn't learn from history. At all. You learn from what happened to others to correct your mistake. And whenever you go inside any group, the first thing that you must do is what? You have to bend down, adhere to those people and learn from them. You don't have to be making noise here and there, unless you are born to make noise. Martin Kanu said, there is those that the demon that's inside them could not allow them to say the truth, to listen to a truth word. That is the words of Mazin Nandekan, Onyendu Mazin Nandekan. So, in everything that you see that is happening today, there is a reason. Finland do the brutal war before they got their independence. After they have got their own, and other people that even their forefathers supported are trying to get their own independence. And what happened? Finland decide to force those people who are doing what? Who are trying to go through that the same way they got their own independence. This is true that we all must know. So when you see Finland, this current Finland doing what they are doing, that is also why someone like me, I believe that they said that one thing that is constant in life is what? Changes. Someone might change from good to bad. Someone might change from bad to good. Depending on the one you are changing, all are changing that is constant. Believe you me. Because when you listen, pay attention to the changes that Finland has made now, you ask yourself, is it this Finland that a man who writes our national anthem come from Finland? Is this Finland who opened a church and writes Biafra on it? Is this a Finland who asked their children, if you're eating 3 times square meal, please keep one for the Biafran people, that their children, that your fellow children are dying in hunger? You need to ask these questions to yourself, and you will know what change hand. These are one of the most things that we have to bear in our mind and prepare ourselves that what we are looking for is what we have to use our hand, that nobody is going to give us that we are looking for. What we are looking for depends on us, because it's their time. When it was time for Finland to fight, they didn't look back. They didn't wait for any country to come and help them. They go on, fight Russia, did everything they can do to get their independence. And today, they have what? They have got it. But the bitterness of it is that as they have got their own, they didn't allow any other person or other countries to get their own. The question you need to ask, why is it like this? Is it because we are black? No. Is it because we are Africa? No. The issue is that the corrupt leader of Finland has entered a seat. You know that when a bad leader emerges in a country, the righteous one continue crying, while the evil one are rejoicing. This is exactly what is happening right now. So, before we go further, we are going to go to the voice, listen a bit to refresh our memory from the voice of Onyendu Mazinandi Kanu, as we are waiting for people to join, because I know that many people are busy on the other side. So we are waiting for everyone to join us this afternoon, because it is very, very imperative that as you join, you like the program. Not just watch the program, please. As you join me, please like the program. Because whenever you like, another person will come into the program. Also to do the same thing that you do. When 2 people, 3 people like and share, you bring another people, so they will know that we are live. So we can be able to manage the time we have to achieve something good, to achieve what is going to help us to understand that everything that is happening today happened for a reason. That everything did not just happen. There is why. And you need to be happy that all these things is happening in your own time. That you are among those who are alive when all these things is happening. Have it in your mind. And that's why I said, no matter what happened, do not panic. Do not move an inch. Do not look back. Always focused. Always moving forward. Always taking the next step. That is what will save us. And that is how Finland on their own did what they did to make sure that they get their own independence. So, anybody today that is not supporting the government, anybody today that is not on the side of the US government, is like those people, the red finished people, who did not support the white to get their independence. But after later on, the whites, after the voting, the bad one gets 97 and the good one gets 3 votes over, which is 100. That is how the so-called Finland, that is the Tenor Batobie today, that is fighting against us. This is how it happens. So meanwhile, as we move, Let us listen to the voice of Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. As we are waiting for people to join, as we are waiting for our people to come sing, before we can be able to go to read the history or listen to the history of Finland, so you will know that what we are saying is not just a make-up story. That what we are saying is what's happening in this life that you are living. So when people ask you, when people throw a question to you, so you know some areas that you can lay your hand to do what? To defend your country. To know what you will tell them. Because the truth is always bitter. The truth is always what people don't want to hear. But they must hear it whether they like it or not, because at the time we are into is that time that everything that is happening for a reason. That everything that is happening, there is why all these things are happening. Is for us to learn. Is for us to understand what we are here to do. Do not use the poor knowledge of an average Africa on this movement. Let us go and listen to the voice of Master Nnamdi Kanu. After the advert. Listen to this.
The reason for that is because they meddled in the affairs of the children of God. As I told you earlier,
hold on.
From their falling. This evening I will start by calling upon Bishop Coker, or should I say all the Catholics around the world, to please warn Bishop Coker to desist from making statements and comments that will annoy God Almighty in heaven. If he continues in the manner that we have deduced he is likely to follow, then I will place curse on him in public. I'm not saying this very lightly, because he is a man that I have enormous regard and respect for. Bishop Coker, I respect him. I love him immensely. But he came up with some statements which are, should I say, unbecoming of a sensible, reasonable human being. There are some days that I made that statement live here on air. The leader of the Welsh people have come out to make a categorical statement that Britain no longer exists in their own thinking. This is what I want to guide the thinking of all our people. I wanted to guide our understanding of what is happening in the zoo, and to understand also the spiritual dimension which we have chosen to pursue this very noble cause. According to Mark Drakeford, who is the leader of the Welsh people in the UK, and I quote, "The United Kingdom is over," he said. UK, as I told you a few days ago, that anybody who has a hand or who is trying to keep Nigeria together, their kingdom or their entity will disintegrate. These are the things that I want you to understand this very evening, that Nigeria has expired. The wrath of Almighty God is upon Nigeria. Look at Tinubu, for example, what the Yorubas are going through on his account. Look at how the Christian minorities in the north are being slaughtered and brutally massacred by the Janjaweed elements of the caliphate. Because the likes of Bishop Coker is there preaching unity that he knows doesn't exist. Because Britain is directly involved in trying to keep together what God Almighty has rendered asunder. That is the reason why Mark Drakeford has come out to say that United Kingdom is over. He's a very heavyweight politician in the UK, the leader of the Welsh people. He is the first minister of the Welsh people. Wales, of course, in the UK is a principality. And mind you, Prince Charles is supposed to be the Prince of Wales, or should I say, the titular head of the government of Wales people. But here we have Mark Drakeford saying it categorically that Britain is over. And I want Britain. If you continue to meddle in the affairs of Nigeria to the extent whereby you are presenting a stumbling block to the emancipation of the children of God, the children of light, United Kingdom will be decimated. Because you're very proud and very arrogant, because you think that you're Caucasian, you're white, you can do anything and get away with it. You may think that the disintegration of the UK has nothing to do with Biafra. But I can assure you categorically that it has. If you do not stop meddling in Nigeria, if you do not stop this, your, should I say, perverted, racist devotion to keeping people who shouldn't be one together in one monstrous entity called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, believe you me, God Almighty in heaven will destroy Britain beyond recognition. And it started to happen already. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you, you may disregard the agitation for Biafra and tag it as nothing. Because you came, you saw, you conquered, and you colonized. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction, and there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension. So says the Lord of hosts. Anything I tell you here is gospel. Anything I open my mouth to tell you must come to pass, because Almighty determined that we should come. And we have come to preach this very gospel in truth and in every honesty. And I want Britain to understand this today. If you stand as an obstacle on the path of Biafra freedom, you will be destroyed. The same way that the late dead Buhari tried. Buhari tried to stop Biafra from coming. Today he's in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Not only that, that kingdom he was trying to build is now shaking. That very kingdom, that very Fulani caliphate, the Fulani takeover of Nigeria is in tatters. Because we are here, or should I say, Chipoki Kabiama determined that we should come. And nothing, absolutely nothing is going to stop us from performing the will of the Almighty. Today, I can tell you categorically that in the United Kingdom, the First Minister of Wales, part and parcel of this United Kingdom that colonized, enslaved, subjugated, and still colonizing the zoo called Nigeria till today, a part of Britain have now said that they're going to divide. They will leave. Scotland will leave. Wales will leave. Northern Ireland will join the Irish Republic. And you only have the Little England at last. And when all these things are happening to them because of their pride and ego, they will not acknowledge that the work they did against the throne of God in Biafra land is what is responsible for their demise as a once great nation or a once great people. They are also on the path of decline, and nothing can reverse it unless they stop meddling in the affairs of Biafra.
Please hold on, you know that YouTube always come with the adverts. There is something I want to connect here.
The United Kingdom is Scotland, and you have Northern Ireland. The reason for that is because they meddled. So in Benue State, that is why the likes of Governor Autumn or the very young man who was mouthing his rubbish a day or two ago concerning the deployment of Eastern Security Network into Lower Benue is in for a very, very difficult and horrible experience of their lives. I must warn also Governor Autumn of Benue State. I am not laying claim to Benue State, the entirety of Benue State, not at all. What I'm making very clear to you is that there are Igbo people, Igbo communities, not traders, not migrants, not settlers, no. These are our traditional towns, communities, and villages wickedly gerrymandered into the north. That you have Igbo people today answering Igbo names, speaking Igbo language, who are answering to Londoners. An abomination before God Almighty in heaven. I will not allow it to continue. Those Igbo speaking parts of Benue State is part and parcel of Biafra. Part and parcel of the eastern region. And should anything happen to them, if you fail to control Fulani incursion into that very territory, then ESN will continue to do their work. And I have commended them earlier and allow me to do so again at this very moment. I commend the men and women not just of our high command, but also of the Eastern Security Network that successfully pursued and apprehended a notorious Fulani bandit by the name Mohammed Issa. We have the videos. For those of them claiming he's an old man, they're all lying, and they know it very well. He is the leader of a gang of abductors, of rapists, and of murderers, tormenting our farming communities. But I'm glad to report this very evening, morning or night, depending on where you are, that menace, that threat has been permanently put to bed. It will no longer happen. Should our people in Benue State be subjected to further attacks, I am also informing Governor Otom of Benue State. I will make sure that ESN returns to that very area. Or should I say, come out of the bushes to confront whoever comes against the children of the Most High God Elohim in heaven. This is a warning to all of you. For those of you that specialize, should I say, in twisting the obvious, in turning truth into lies, I never claimed the whole of Benue State. You people carved Igbo people into Benue, which is unacceptable. We are in an era, not that of the Open State. They are there to defend them, and that is precisely what we are going to do on Instagram. That I am on Instagram, and I'm live. If you want to see a live video, you shall conspiracy. The police we have in our land are terrorists in uniform. The army we have in Biafra land are basically terrorists. They are there to aid and to support Fulani Janjaweed advancement to the Atlantic Ocean. And we are there to stop them, and we are stopping them, and we will continue to stop them. A few days ago, as I said, we embedded our men and women of the Northern Command of Eastern Security Network. When we said Northern Command, people were confused. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. When I talk about the Northern Command, I'm talking about the northern part of Biafra land, which incidentally starts from Benue State. So we are right to be there. If you don't want us to be in Benue State, quietly go back to Abuja and appeal to them. Tell them to release Igbo people in Benue and carve them back into Ebonyi State, where they should belong, or Enugu State, as the case may be. Therefore, anybody, you know, one thing about Nigeria is that they tend to defend the aggressor. It is in the DNA in Nigeria to always support evil. That is why this very newspaper publication, I don't have a means of putting it here on Instagram where I am broadcasting live, where you can see my face and my facial expression, but it will be on my Facebook page. If you go there, you will see it. This publication was made on January 23 of 2021, this very year. It is a front page news by Vanguard. I want you to understand how an average Nigerian thinks, how they reason, why I think that Nigeria itself is a curse upon humanity. There on the front page, you will see, we will kill all policemen and take over Edo State. Fulani Janjaweed, those they claim are foreigners. These people they told us are foreigners. They come from Mali, from Senegal, from Gambia, from heaven knows where, from Niger, from Chad, from Northern Cameroons. But they are in Nigeria, killing people. After killing us, they will not turn around and tell us to absorb them into our communities. That is why anybody, any Igwe, any PG, any greedy, avaricious fool, stupid enough to give any of our land to Fulani Janjaweed, you are finished. There was a man in Enugu that tried to say nonsense. Go and ask him where he is today. We take no prisoners. You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all costs. At all costs. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. I understand that the Sarikin Fulani of Lagos went to see the US.
Yes, my people, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Before I go to comment section. I see those in the comment section. I see Kevin Apples. I see Oliver. I see the other guy. And everybody in the comment section. I thank you all as you're coming in. Please let us like, let us share, let us subscribe on the YouTube page, because we tend to get the number that YouTube is asking for us to stream live. We tend to get to 1,000. We will have 563 subscribers, so we are still far from there. Despite this is the 4 months of this particular YouTube, we are trying. It's not easy. I appreciate everybody who subscribed, and I also want to appreciate those, thank those who are going to subscribe in future. Please do so. Once you get it, our gadget to stream live and things are getting ready. We're just waiting for this number so you can be able to move. So whenever we come here, anybody can come inside the studio, block your picture, your video, depending on your location. If you wish to leave it, it's all for you. Our Biafra land must defend at all costs. Biafra land must defend at all costs. Igbe Butozo, are you defending Biafra at all costs? Or are you running a business inside bush at all costs? And is it why that you refuse to come out from the bush? Igbe Butozo. We are still asking you questions because of the position you acquired in the movement that we are into. Igbe Butozo, what is, see, I will tell you this. Do you know that Biafra Liberation Army kills his fellow Biafra Liberation Army inside camp? Do you know that in camp of Igbe Butozo, that Biafra Liberation Army poisoned a Biafra Liberation Army inside Igbe Butozo camp? The Igbe Butozo will not say anything. The first second in command of Igbe Butozo, where is him today? Does he mean that if anybody leave the camp to visit his family, once he come back, Igbe Butozo will give him, so before he will come back, they will buy that particular person? A lot is happening in the camp. Even in the time of ESN, when we were on ground, a lot of things are happening. Today is also why some people are scared to enter. And if they see it as once you enter, you can't go out again. It's not like that. And it's not supposed to be like that. Do you know that there is those who have entered camp of Biafra Liberation Army since over 5 years, they never visit their family? That's why when I see these people who are on social media are ranting, making noise, I feel pain, because I know what these guys, I know what we are passing. You will know the kind of who you are before you will be free to sometimes to go and come back. And let me tell you this thing. And once you make it open, everybody in the camp to know that you are going out, believe you me, if you went out successfully and come back in the camp, it won't last 2 days. You will start falling sick. Something will start happening to you before you know it, that person don't give up. My brother, I said, I don't want to talk about what is happening, because there is things I don't want to expose based on something I knew, based on something I have experienced, based on something I have seen in the past. When you, Igbe Butozo is doing all that he's doing, my question is, why did Igbe Butozo refuse to leave bush? What is that business? I told you simply, because of money. Any money who will go into any camp will first touches Igbe Butozo's camp, and he is the one to dispatch the money. Igbe Butozo, is it the gain you are making from dispatching this money? Is it how much you are collecting? Is that you want to continuously be the one that will be sharing this money? Is it why you refuse to do the work? Is it why you refuse to defend Biafra land at all costs? Why is the money? Igbe Butozo, the house you are building somewhere, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to expose it. Do you mean that without being inside bush, or you know that the Biafra people can build any mansion you requested if we defend our land and chase away the enemies in our land? Don't you know that Biafran people will build the kind of house you never even think of building? That this one we are using this small money we are getting from the bush and be doing. It's not. Chukwu Okabiyama, who said you give you a home and leave the bush for the animals. Why did do you want to become animal inside? Do you want to become the king of animal in the bush? Do you want to become the kings of animal? Also, you are now triple genres of animal inside bush. Why you don't want to do the needful? Igbe Butuzo has the, I said this, Igbe Butuzo has the equipment to do the needful. Forget that thing that people are telling you. Do you know what is that camp? That is why I called on Igbe Butuzo yesterday. I'm still calling on him again. You see that plan that you are making, that plan that they are telling you that is what you will do. After your Rama, them telling you, those people are calling you now to tell you that see what you will do. Allow your camp so for some part of it to be attacked from people to prove, yeah, that she's sending, even up to now, that she's sending people to come attack you. Then you will be in that camp. They will attack. The person will video will not mention your name. They will say, we are attacking Igbe Butuzo camp. The Congo rebels have sent us to come attack the camp. No matter the propaganda, no matter the lie, no matter the video you want to throw out there tomorrow, we are here before you. We are listening, we are seeing it. That's information, that's gathering, that meeting you are into. If you have decidedly fall for Nigerian government, make it openly. Anybody can resign from a position. Because the bank is na amota onwa amoti ibia. From 2021 alone to this year, how many years? From the time as I kind of form ESN to now, is it how many years? Do you know that if people are not coming to join the army, that means you are doing a bad thing? Because people like to join what is good. People like to join what they can get something from it. Every man on ground, hands must be on deck. Now that Igbe Butuzo have a government, Igbe Butuzo contributed 90% of the sabotage of Mass Simon and what is happening in Biafra land. Instead of him, remember, you take an oath to defend Biafra at all costs. You take an oath that you will never corrupt, that you will never compromise, that you will never grant, you will never take amnesty. What is really that thing that is pushing you to be doing this? I want us to understand all the words of Mazen Nandekan. Expositioning the so-called Bishop Coker and what Bishop Coker has done today. You know that in the last 2 months ago, Bishop Coker went to Asrock. Tinubu gave him money. Remember? And he's against the coming of Biafra, Bishop Coker. And Mazen Nandekan warned him. Seriously. So, have you heard Bishop Coker for one day talk about this of Mazen Nandekan? His fellow Christian that the Muslim are or the Nigerian government are put in there. Have you ever heard from Bishop Coker for one day calling like AGK member calling for the release of Mazen Nandekan, a bishop of those who say that he's in charge of the Christianity? His fellow Christian is in the prison for over 5 years, languishing. Bishop cannot open his mouth because he wants money. Because Mazen told him what will happen to him. But remember, it must surely happen to you. So far you compromise. So far you are dancing and whining with the enemies of the Christianity. All this killing that is happening, that they clean in Benue, that they clean Christians in Nigeria. Have you seen Bishop Coker utter a word? He will not, because the caliphate bribed him and kept him where he wants. When you receive an evil gift, you must be doing evil work, and he will not know that is what you are doing, because onyara di na na yara until the boss yara we am we be go see a video mbo na agbara ifro we maybe. This is how it is in this movement that we are into. Going back on Igbe Butuzo, the truth must be told that meeting, that thing you want to do for your camp, immediately you do that, in enemies are on the ground for that moment to take over that camp and destroy the camp for you. You don't think that they just plan it for them to be coming. They have colluded with Nigerian government. That is only way to penetrate that to your camp, because you know that all the attack coming from road and they are laying ambush is not getting your camp, and they're even the air bombardment is not getting your camp. So they decided to use your fellow Biafrans, those that are telling you to they care for you, they do this thing that you are supposed to Congozi or Abeze. They are telling you for the enemy to use food and enter into that your camp direct and destroy, because there is a two group of people. One is people you believe, people you know they want to use, and that people you know you thought they are sincere to you. Now the government also in on their back. Those that they are coming first, really they come and do the propaganda as you thought they are moving. The other people they are coming with, because the other people they are coming with are there to attack you and destroy this your camp. And remember, once this enemy enter this your camp is over. Once the enemy enter this your camp, the camp is over. And the worst part of it, you'll be silent and they will be killing your fellow commanders. You won't say anything. You won't react. You won't stop it. My brother, kama me no onye adịghị ekwu oge emeke me no onye ekwu maka gbakwa ihe, because na okwu ekwu bụ Biafra anya nkịtị ihe mkpụrụmala adịghị na-ebutobe ihu n'ala, and ife onye ha adịghị ekwu oke okwu gbawakwara ya ọsọ na o nwere ihe ọ na-eme dị egwu. Igwe bụ tools, a lot of killings are going. Biafra Liberation Army under Igwe Butos on his own camp are killing his fellow Biafran Liberation Army. This is the truth. Information I'm telling you. Igwe Butos, that plan that they are calling you to plan for you in the next 30 days to prove that another person is the one sending the aircraft to Nigeria to come and bombard your office. After you have after talking to you for 1 hour, then the national fighter jet to come and bomb your camp. You see those people that put to that word, they have destroyed you. Remember, if any Biafran spirit left you, if it will come back, the true Biafran spirit, if the true Biafran spirit can possess you for 100%, but if Biafran spirit want to left because of you have started doing evil thing, 80% will left you immediately. The 20% cannot do anything, and the 20% that left is the one that you will be used to be wasting your own life, because Biafran spirit will not allow you to be waste unless you tell it to be waste by yourself. Then he will flee from you, and if eventually he will come back, see how you come, he will come 30. You'll be like, you have been getting myself. That will stay for a long to monitor you before the other fifth that standing one place looking at you. He can never get that 100% back again. No, he cannot. You can only get 90. 10. The 10 that is more powerful will left you. That is how Biafran spirit works in any of us who stand on the truth and who is doing the truth. But immediately you deviated. That's why I told you. Chiamaka Ajere, from that day he deviated, went to Edu. Biafran spirit left Chiamaka Ajere. That is why he continuously deviating till today. That is the truth. This is how it works. Commander Holy Ghost, where is him today? Is the question. Where is him today? We want to Commander Holy Ghost. Did you think that Igwe Butozo and the giant of the whole don't know what happened to Igwe Butozo where he is today? My people, a lot is going on. Unless you know you're not paying attention. I do it a little because when I go deep, I was part of things. And there is things that was not meant to say outside. But the killing of fellow Biafran Liberation Army in the camp of Igwe Butozo is getting out of hand. All these things must be monitored. All these things need to put an eye on it. It's not only Nigeria army are falling Biafra Liberation Army. The Biafra Liberation Army, some of them are using their self to fall themselves. Some of them are using their hand to fall, helping the government and be buying each other. There was an election that went in Igwe Butozo's camp. Somebody who's supposed to assume one position there. Do you know that this guy, after he went to visit his family and come back to acquire his position, they wasted him in that camp. He's no longer alive today. A lot is dying like that. Even though when some of them move out, the sabo in the midst of the camp will give Nigerian government information and they will grab him and they will hide the person. A lot of things are going there. The people tools need to totally out cleanse himself because of what he's doing today. People tools we are not only one who have been in this movement like this. Do you know that Brazil get their independence from Portugal? They fought also. Do you know that America get their independence? Do you know that Russia get their independence? That Finland get their independence from Finland and they fought brutal war. Do you know that all these things that they have their army? Why? Do you know that Algeria fought France to get their independence? Do you know that? People tools, why this our own is different? People tools, for how many years do you want to remain inside bush? Because you continuously remain inside bush is like part of fall back. You fall back inside bush instead of doing something. And before Batobia was arrested, he gave you all the instruction what to do next. Immediately that day that Biafra is declared. The next morning, there is action, there is still to be told you, people told to give order for men to carry out. People told if you did not fall back really, what have you done since Abatobie was arrested? What and what? Where are we going to liberate Biafra land? It's not by taking away all these police stations and covering it. Obatobie said that when you chase them away from their base, you occupy the base. If people told us how many police stations have you occupied? How many people have you chased? Only money. You sit down, you want money. You want to continuously masking yourself, be on the mask every time. Is it a life you want? People told us, is it the life you want? If it is that the life you want for yourself, many men on ground and those are abroad does not want to put mask when they are coming back to Nigeria. Love of money is what is destroying you. Official, I can see you. There, I can see you. Kano, I can see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Please, as you come, please like and subscribe on the YouTube page, please. We need to subscribe because we want to make this platform a bigger one by ourselves. Nobody is sponsoring anything. I am doing it the way I want, so that nobody can come here and tell me to talk this, talk the other one. I will not accept that. I do according to how my spirit led me. I have an opportunity to grab laptop, grab a phone too. The person said I will do it. I will tell you what you would discuss. I said lie. I don't do that shit. I cannot. Allow me. I will do it in my own way, and that's what I'm doing. So I ask only for people to subscribe for me, so we can be when we are. So when people subscribe, everybody can be coming in to bring their own ideas. We make the common sense together and people understand it. We comment of official AJ say love of money can do wonders. That is why it is prohibited to talk to men on the ground. It is instruction from us Nandi and Simon Eba. That is official, that is it. But today what is happening? You look at, do you know that it's too painful, it's too appalling to see Nadi Arama telling that he was getting information from Ibe Butoza. Do you see Nadi Arama, Ibe Butoza communicating with a lunatic? Nobody. The white painted head woman in France. Who is he? Somebody. Obatobie open his mouth and call that she's doing notice me, and she's what? That she is a saboteur in the movement. So it simply means that Ibe Butozo did not even believe in Obatobie. I must tell you the truth. Or Ibe Butozo believed because of that money that is coming on it. Yes. Official, I don't believe in that because when I was younger, nobody. See, you can only be corrupt when you want to be corrupt. Do you know in life, there is those that will never smoke cigarettes, even though their friends are smoke, because of he said, I will not. That person will not smoke cigarettes. So I don't believe that somebody can deceive me. I don't believe in that, because I have my sense of reasoning. Whatever anybody is doing in this movement is what she or her choose to do. What is Igbe doing does not start today. When Masinanka was kidnapped, when the kidnapper Obatobi comes in, Igbe did not join immediately to Obatobi. He take time. And the time we're into is no longer where you do, because you know that everything is running towards one way, to the declaration of the unity of Biafra. So you as an army will be a full army of a nation. That is what it is. So the corrupt individual in that enters, they are there. And see, there is no way we'll fight for this one without having corrupt individuals. There is no way. Because life is mixed up of good and bad. Look at, they use left hand, they always see as the bad one, and they use right hand as the good one. This is how, and this bad left side will wash together with the right one. But depends on how you wash it, then to make it clean very well. Depend on things that we are thinking. Depend on how you reason, how you make common sense between yourself alone. Whoever must do the needful. And if he refuses, he must remove from his position. Let me tell you, people are resigning today in the government also. It is very good that you resign. And I said, anybody who resigned today, even if Obato Obie is here, the person must resign. Yes, official, there, see, after all inside 2F disciple, there is a Judas. Me, I don't believe in, see what I believe? In every 2F, 4 is Judas. That is how it happened in our own time. Sometimes 10 will be Judas. In the current life now, 10 will be a Judas. 12 will standing on the truth. That is how it happened. You want by the way, now they are doing Igba goes. And they are doing Igba goes. And they are doing Igba goes. You see this issue of Judas, the Judas that we have now is very big, very large. This area is drawing me to the topic I have to do today. Because that is why I am here. There is something we must know. There's something we need to talk. Let Finland know that we know how they got their independence. And I ask people to that the real army of Finland stand with those who declare the independence of Finland. In 1917, something happened in Finland. The revolution comes in. They have army. They put things together for themselves. And it works for them in that way. Let nobody deceive you with anything else again. Let nobody come to you and tell you any other story except this government that we have right now. And so, my people, yes, we are going to go in to discuss. But Ibe Butozo, I only want to tell you, please stop this shenanigan that we are doing. Stop, they are deceiving you. Remember the blood of Ikonso, Ibe Butozo. Remember the blood of Ikonso is crying. Remember the blood of Mbosho Yakobwe is crying. Remember the blood of Ejima, who DOS members buried alive because he brought phone to you to hear the voice of Mazen Khan for the first time. You were told, do you forget this before you start falling back? Because Ibe Butuzo fall back, honestly. This is the truth that we all must know. Ibe Butuzo fall back. That is why the same method of Alade Orama then. I want to be neutral. I don't want to support anybody. Today, what is happening? Igwe Buto is working with Alade Orama. That is where he's getting, that is why he's giving them the nonsense voice note. He thinks that he's talking, that he's sending out there to do what? That your voice can never disturb what we are doing. No matter whatever any of you today talk about, we have come to believe in our government. And in this government, nothing that any of you will do that stop us. We have chosen to be a nation. We don't want to be an individual anymore. We have chosen to stay like other countries and do what other countries did before they will get their independence. Before I will go into other things I have to do now, let us read a little bit comment on the comment section of our brothers before we go in to the next step that we are going in. Success has done corrupt, except for some men on ground. Yes, he done that. It is so. It sounds somehow from Deje Daga, Deje. Then officials said it's dangerous to mingle with any corrupt individuals. Yes, but the world we are into, the corrupt one they are everywhere. Even in your working place, you will see them. The evil one, they are there, but depend on what you decide on your own. That is the area I want us to understand something. When you decide that no matter my mates are stealing, my mates are doing yahoo, my mates are doing rituals, that no matter what, no matter how poor I am, you will never do it. You will never. There, like I said, gentle the Yahoo is well organized more than Igwe Butuzo because he's always in the action. Official said Igwe Butuzo need to be a change man. He should stop listening to gossipers. Those people he's mingling with now are very dangerous followers. As a gamble genuine you need to bind with the US government. No doubt about it. And I said it, like what Oliver also said, in USB we stand. If Igwe Butuzo is not standing on this government, I don't know him anymore. I call him a betrayer, I call him a sabo. Why is Igwe Butuzo falling back? Because what is that business he's getting from the bush? You need to come and tell us why you don't want the government, why you reject the name United States of Biafra. You know you rejected it and you are pretending. There is no time for you to pretend. Come and tell us why you don't want this new nation to emerge. Tell us why you never open your mouth and address your fellow military in Biafra. Tell them we are now working with you for a new nation called United States of Biafra. If you know that you're on this military, you're not working with this government, we give you 2 days to leave and never come back again. That could have been the worst of Igwe Butuzo. This could be the worst of Igwe Butuzo. By now, Igwe Butuzo is supposed to address the Biafran people and said, we are the Biafran army. We are here to protect the new nation, to defend our land in the name of United States of Biafra. This is what Igwe Butuzo could have done since over this time. That's why I said that 90% of this problem controlled by Igwe Butuzo as Trepo General, as overall, who is after government. It's him that will be in charge. It's him that will be telling us what to do. He was supposed to be working straight hand in hand with the Kongozi Arabese and the Biafra Defense Force Committee. That's where he was supposed to fall in. And he's here, behaving like primary school boy. Now, my people, we are going to go into Finland. We will take it minute by minute. How did Finland get their independence and what's happened in the midst of Finland getting their independence? You will find out today that the way Obato will be a copy, read history of Finland. And that is how he follows it up. Finland, why are you keeping that man who do the same thing that you did in your own time? That's why I said on my topic today, on my headline, you will see the capture there. Finland, what you did on December 6, 1917 is what we are doing That's what Obato Obie is doing for Biafrans, and you kept him. It should not be well with Finland. It should never be well with you. Let us listen, my people.
To widespread resistance and strengthen the independence movement. 2. The opportunity of World War I and the Russian Revolution. The chaos of World War I severely weakened Russia. The March 1917 revolution overthrew the Tsar, and the subsequent Bolshevik Revolution in November 1917 created a power vacuum. Seizing this opportune moment, the Finnish parliament, led by Per Evin Svinhufvud, issued a declaration of independence on December 6, 1917. Crucially, the new Soviet government, led by Lenin, officially recognized Finland's independence on December 31, 1917. 3. The Finnish Civil War, 1918. Despite declaring independence, Finland faced severe internal strife. The nation became embroiled in a civil war between two main factions. The Whites, led by Carl Gustaf Mannerheim, these forces sought to establish a non-socialist independent government. They were supported by Germany. The Reds, composed largely of the working class and supported by Bolshevik Russia, they aimed to create a socialist state. The Civil War was incredibly brutal, with both sides committing atrocities.
The Civil War of Russia and France was brutal. And let's go back for something. Remember that Finland declared their independence in 1917, December 6. Remember this. Then Finland, after declaring their nation in 1917, they continue answering Finland. I'm saying this for the fallback group, that they don't read history. They only social media to rant, to make noise. After Finland declared that their name is Finland, and they have Finland government in 1917, December 6. After they have done that, they did not fall back and said, okay, let us go back to another name, or the name that they used started before they re-declare. They used Revolution Committee. That is what Finland used. They didn't go back and faster they declare in 1917, December 6. They didn't go back and fall to Revolution Committee or Revolution Movement. They did not. They continued from that day, endorse people, put them in position of this. You are the president, you are the vice, you are secretary, you are commissioner of this one, you are commissioner of this, you are this and you are that. They did that, and they continue until 1930 when they get their recognition. From 1917 to 1930 on convention, you see how many years? Finland now gets recognition. And once they declare, they continue using their money before the recognition. That's why I told you in this movement, declaration is the first thing. Stand on that name, protect that name until you get recognition. You will not declare and fall back somewhere and say, let us go back to revolution movement. No, Finland did not do that. They stand up with their government. They stand up with their name, Finland. That is, after 13 years, Finland gets recognition from some countries. After 13 years, Finland gets recognition. Do you hear that? This Finland that is keeping up at Obie today. Let us continue listening.
Included the capture of Tampere by the Whites. German involvement was significant, helping the White forces secure control of Helsinki. The White forces ultimately prevailed.
German intervention helped Finland to protect the declaration in Helsinki. Jesus Christ. This Helsinki has something to do with declaration, honestly. And this Helsinki has, that is where freedom of people starts from in Finland. They gathered in Helsinki and declared their independence in 1917, December 6. Are you getting it? Now I know, because of the lineage of the history of Finland, that what Obato said, that we are going to declare in December 2nd. So to tally in that the same year, that the same month. But Obato said, because of the happening, we might declare before then, or that particular day. So all of them happen for a reason. Finland declared their independence in 1917. They waited until 1930 before Germany will come to rescue the white people. I never want to go into different group that after Finland was declared, there is people that are finished there. They call them red. They fight against white who declared their independence on Helsinki in December 6, 1917. Do you see that? So when you are listening to this history of Finland, then you will know that what we are doing is what we're supposed to do. I see my senior comrade, Humble Lion, Moisa. I greet you from here. Thanks so much for coming in. Because in military, you don't have afternoon, you don't have morning, you don't have night. Every time is morning because you're always on the duty. And when it's come to this Biafra, to defend our government, we're always on the duty. Every time is our morning. That is how it goes. So, my people, let us go down to listen. Why I am interrupting is that I want us to be getting the point. Now you have known that Finland get their independence after fighting brutal war. The multiple dimension, you will hear it here today. How Finland used multiple dimension to fight to get their independence. You are going to hear it here today. Because it's very, very important that we are so listening. But I want us to go back to the history of Finland. So you will know that this present Finland, they are all corrupt people. That is why I told you that one thing in life that is constant is change. But that change is in two ways. Either you change from bad to good, or you change from good to bad. Finland that we know now have changed from good to bad. Because that is the Finland that supported Biafran war in 1967/1970. Finland supported this us by telling their children, if you are eating 3 times square meal, please eat 2, and then we can send 1 to remember that the Biafran children are dying in abject hunger. Remember this, have it in your mind. I say remember this, have it in your mind. And today that Finland are the one is colluding with Nigeria government to suffer Biafrans in Finland, to seize the accounts, to suffer them, and today to be keeping our prime minister in their custody today. Refuse to give bail condition because of the money. And that is why I said our government should be very, very monitoring what is happening in Finland. Because this silence that Finland is keeping is something else. Before you will hear silently that Finland has done what Kenya did to Nnamdi Kanu. Our government should be very, very open their eyes to follow this up before we hear. Because I did not trust Finland in any way at all anymore. I did not. We must mount Oyokomita in Finland. Because when we are in court, you do know that the Nigerian government come to take my Simon EKPA before all hands on deck. That is why they would not bring him back to Nigeria. Nigeria did everything with Finland, and Finland are ready before some other international countries start asking Finland questions before they stop giving Simon back to the Nigerian government. Finland is unpredictable. Finland has corrupt. The new Finland authority, they are all corrupt. I ask you this question. That is why they said your best friend is your best enemy. Alexander Stubb have a picture, know who is one-on-one. And he supported his party before he win this election. Finland, Alexander Stubb know who is Simon EKPA in question. And Finland, the present Finland, they are all corrupt. That is why you see what is happening today. Because of Finland need to boost the economy. They want to answer one of the world power when it comes to economy. So you think you can use the life of our PM to do that. It can never happen. Mazdan Kanu told you, any day if you did not see him burn Nigeria down, you will be told, have you burned Nigeria? The hold Mazdan Kanu. You said Nigeria holds someone in Finland, and you are here talking trash with your mouth. You will be told, you are here talking trash with your mouth. After all the sacrifice about to be made, after all the to be a gift to you, after lecturing you, after talking to you, after even telling you what to do, as we are about to declare in the of Biafra. Do you hear that Finland fought brutal war Today, I can see, you know, the when we are, if you are following me and if you're listening for this history of Finland, you will hear when they talk about the red Finland and the white Finland. So now, Igbo Butuzo have joined the red Finland. Igbo Butuzo have joined the red Biafrans who don't want this freedom to happen. They said that the red Finland start fighting the white Finland. The red Finland, who's sponsored by Russia, like the way Nigerian government sponsored Ogenkere, DOS, CRC. They are one people working only under one goal to do what? To stop Biafra declaration. That is who they are. They are one people. That is who they are. They are like this red finished, who fight the whites, who declare their independence in Helsinki, Finland. This Helsinki, there is something in Helsinki. There is something in Helsinki. This place we went to, they declare our independence also. Now I know why Abato be choose there. That is where Finland stand and declare. And because of Finland stand there declare, well, after their declaration, the red fight the white who went into their declare the independence of Finland in December 6, 1917. They went in there and they declared. And when they come out, they start fighting the white people. Until after 13 years, the Russia colluded with these red people, like the way Nigeria colluded with DOS, fallback, accountability, and the CRC. This last one you are seeing here today. This last CRC, and the never NCO, another group with much more time from them, because they must scatter. Now, in this movement of Finland, you hear about the red. They fought brutally. They fought their own citizens. The army of the red are buying the civilians and the army of the white. The army of the white are buying the army of the red, and they are those who believe in them. It happened in Finland. So if that is a cost, that's Helsinki. If it is a blessing, that blessing follows us. That is why when we went in there to declare, those like the red Finnish who Russia are sponsoring decide to say no. Then those who are the real Finland, the white, they stand to say yes, and they took these red people on our way to declare their independence on December 6th. Finland could have not declared the independence on December 6th. When you go deep on the history, Finland supposed to declare the independence on November 15, 2017. But because of they mapped that particular date out and changes start happening, they did not declare that day because the enemy are waiting them to strike. They hold on until December 6th and take them on a way to declare their independence. That is how Finland, that is how the white Finnish people declare. That is the same way that Tongozi or Abeze, the region who be able to Finland, take these saboteurs on a way to declare on November 29, 2024, instead of December 2nd, 2024, everybody and every mind was waiting for. The same that happened to Finland happened to us. And you see people on social media ranting without checking histories of the countries, how they fought, how did they get their independence, how everything happens to them. When you listen to this history of Finland, as we are going into it gradually, you will know that everything that happened to Finland is what is happening to us. But do you know the best thing? Though that people who decided to went into declare that the one that win the election in Finland, the red people get 97 votes, while the white people get 100 votes. Only 3 votes is the difference. Do you see how bad it is? So that's why I told you that a lot is happening, and a lot will continue happening until we have our first election in Biafra, and we now put everything in place, and our constitution will start holding all these individuals you are seeing today. Officials said, corrupt Nigeria government want to offer Finland oil from Biafra land. To the saboteurs, the Biafrans fully independent. Finland want to sabotage Biafra to reach themselves. My brother, that is just it. I said it here. You are right. That is just it. That's why that's your comment. Exactly what happened is that. That's why they keep over told in exchange of Finland to be a rich country. That is why. Let us listen.
Ending the civil war and solidifying Finland's independence. 4. Formalization of independence. The Treaty of Dorpat, Tartu, signed in October 1920, formally recognized Finland's independence and delineated its borders, granting it access to the Arctic Ocean. In 1919, Finland adopted a democratic constitution and emerged as a republic. In summary, Finland's independence was achieved through a combination of growing national identity and resistance to Russification, seizing the opportunity presented by the turmoil of World War I and the Russian Revolution, a decisive, albeit bloody, civil war that determined the form and direction of the newly independent state.
Do you hear that? A bloody war for Finland to get their independence. We are going to start afresh again. So for those who are late to understand what we are doing today, after listening to this, we'll now explain it to what Obato Obie is doing and what you as a real Biafra is doing today. I won't say a word, or I will say it when it's important for me to pause it and make a point. Because it has up to from number 1 to number 4. At any point of number 1, there must something to be said. So listen here.
Finland's fight for independence was a complex process, marked by both political maneuvering and a brutal civil war.
Finland.
Here's a breakdown of how it happened.
Listen, let's go to breakdown 1.
A history of autonomy under Russian rule. For over a century, 1809–1917, Finland was an autonomous Grand Duchy under the Russian Empire. This meant it had a degree of self-rule, its own legal system, and eventually even its own democratically elected parliament. This period fostered a strong sense of Finnish national identity. However, towards the end of the 19th century and early 20th century, Russia began a policy of Russification, attempting to integrate Finland more closely into the empire. This led to widespread resistance and strengthened the independence movement. 2. The opportunity of World War I and the Russian Revolution. The chaos of World War I severely weakened Russia. The March 1917 revolution overthrew the Tsar, and the subsequent Bolshevik Revolution in November 1917 created a power vacuum. Seizing this opportune moment, the Finnish parliament, led by Per Evin Svinhufvud, issued a Declaration of Independence on December 6, 1917. Crucially, the new Soviet government, led by Lenin, officially recognized Finland's independence on December 31, 1917. 3. The Finnish Civil War, 1918. Despite declaring independence, Finland faced severe internal strife.
Despite declaring their independence in 1917/1918, they went into civil war. Despite declaration, like what happened to Ojukwu. After Ojukwu has declared, do we know what inside civil war? We went to civil war with the Nigerian government. We went to civil war with the Nigerian government, and that was still happening from that time till today. Are we not still in the war with the Nigerian government? Are we not still fighting war? Look at the killings. Look at the killings in Biafra land. Look at the air bombardment in Biafra land. Look at throwing bomb in our markets. Look at burn of the markets everywhere in Nigeria that the Nigerian government are doing in Biafra land. Finland, are they not seeing it? All these things happened to Finland though. This corrupt Finland that we are seeing today, that refuse us to leave, that refuse Obato Obie to come outside from their dungeon, after they have witnessed that this man is innocent, that he did not commit any crime, that all they need to do is to allow him to go, all they need to do is allow him to be, and Finland continuously holding Obato Obie to this moment that me and you are here discussing about it. But we are doing this for us to make us Finland understand that we know the game that they played on this movement, because of they want the economy to boost and they think they can use Biafran people to do that. I want you to know that everything that happened today in our movement is also happening that way in Finland. Then, when you are continuously listening to this, then in the third place, second one, they finished civil war in 1918. Despite their declaration, Finland faced several fights between Finnish and finished. That is what we are seeing today. Are we not fighting today with our fellow Biafrans? My question is, are we not fighting today with our fellow Biafrans? The answer is yes. We are fighting with Ogenkere. We are fighting with DOS and the Adandocho. All these people are acting like the red Finnish people who reject their independence. That is why you see today, you see Siamaka and Jerry, you see Sonia Prao, they reject our declaration in Finland on November 29, 2024. And they did not come to declare, and them they claim it's on December 2nd. Do you know why? Because they don't want the government to hold them ransom. So that's why they're not supporting. So they denied the date was being declared. Sonia Prao, all they denied that the Biafra was declared on November 29, 2024. They wanted to be, it's not real. It's not Master said that Biafra will be declared on December 2nd. And let's take it at that day now. So nobody will hold any of them ransom, or they will not arrest them as those who declare. Although you don't know that if Engels or rebels they moves in any place in Africa, where the government will lay hand to kidnap or arrest her, don't think that they will do that. Then when I see all this Okoko, even Dr. Dorati, even Dr. Age, they are resigning. Go to hell if you resign now. What is that thing? Are we the first people? Are you the first? We are not going to be the first. We are not going to be the last. So you resign is an applause to the Biafran government. Go and sit and rest and see that, because you claim that everything is happening. Maybe you think that the way you want it, you will be in a position, then you will interject in another position. Why are you doing that? Allow that committee to do their job the way they want to do it. Don't be a good person in the midst of others, try to prove that other people are. Don't blackmail others. When you prove that you know it's all, and let's do it in this way that I want. If they do it this way, that you're not going to accept. Who does that? Who does that? You are in your own department. Focus on your department. Stop interjecting to another department. That is the problem we are facing here. That is what is happening. You want to control the Dr. Ngozero. Only of you want your opinion to be carried that way. You said it. If once you disagree with you, she becomes your enemy. The government, nothing will do. You will tender your resignation. Anybody who tender resignation in what we are doing now, that person is what? He's a saboteur. Any person in this government right now who tender any apology, any resignation letter, he's what? He's a saboteur. That is how you see it. And that is why I Biafra is my home, think about it. Because you can't come here and tell me trash. If you like, say anything you want to say. We have choose her. We want her to be our DPN. We want her to carry us until Mazen and the Kano, or until you get the recognition of Mazen is out. Two things are involved in this movement. What is those two things? Recognition and coming out for about Toby and Mazen and the Kano. These are only two that are involved this time around. But if it's coming to happen, that have we declared this of Biafra? The answer is yes. We have declared United States of Biafra. We are not going to declare it again for the third time. It's not going to happen anywhere in life. Even if there's going to be amendment. Okay, said because of there is the other Biafra, said the Mazen and the Kano. Every Biafra must agree for us to change the date. Oh, you don't know that? If you go to archive, if you go to every of internet, what you will see is the same is November 29, not December 2nd. If we Biafrans are going to change that day of the declaration, it's going to be in the presence of everybody. Even there will be a vote for it to change that particular date, maybe because of a reason. And the first person who will talk about it is going to be Mazen and Kana and Mazen Simon. These two will sit down with the cabinet member and they will discuss. They will throw it to the floor. And that's why he said in Biafra, we will continue amending our constitution. We will make our constitution depending on what the masses want, not what the government wants. But for now, they will not allow the government to do it for us to first get the recognition first. Remember, after after Finland was declared their independence, what happened? It takes them time. It takes them time before they get recognition. Umokoko. In social media, you're ranting, you are talking nonsense. You don't listen to history. You don't read the history of your countries and know how they got it and know whether what you are doing it well or you're not doing it well. Maaz Richard, I greet you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mazi. Ike Jesus, I can see you. You are welcome. I can see you. Thank you so much. If Finland can declare their independence and the people of Finland refuse, are we the first? And you, who are not listening to a history, who are not paying attention to history of the other worlds, you are here making noise. You are here ranting on social media, refuse to adhere to the right instructions and how everything is happening. When you see all these individuals today, that is why I want you to understand one thing, that the same way what we are passing through today is what Finland passed through in their own time. I hope on the fourth one you heard that the red Finnish people was against the re-declaration of Finland on December 6, 1917. They was against it. They fight. Finland even threw bullets with follow Finland. But our own, we on social media doing it. And I want to tell you that our own is the best when we are doing social media. Nobody. That is why I said, let Biafra Liberation Army Igbo stop buying his fellow Biafran Liberation Army Igbo and on his camp. A lot is going down there. I have said it in the beginning of this program. And the plan that Igbo is making, that plan will fall on him. And it will be the end of him. Any day you allow your enemy to enter your house, he will come with something to destroy you in your house. And when he left, you become nobody. You do what? You become nobody. So people told us, if you like, allow them to enter your camp and come and make that video. They want to come and make your video and come and shoot that gun. Immediately they shoot, you are gone, can no longer walk again. Take it or you leave it. Now going back to Finland, my people. These red people who are here today happen to be the members of DOS, happen to be the Ogenkerie gang, happen to be the dissolved, debunked CRC people. Their ATM now is Adadandosho. And the dead man walking with no face, the faceless Biafra unite. Look at people that people are following. Can't Biafra unite, who claim he knows? Let him read Finland independent to his followers. Let us know where they belong. And I want to tell you this. The white people, the white Finland who went inside Helsinki on December 6, 1917, declared their independence. They are the one who got it right. Like this way, we move with the Congo Zorabeze when we are under bridge to went for Finland to redeclare our independence on November 29, 2024. That is exactly what happens today. Do you know that these red people, they let us succumb? They let us submit themselves and they bow down to the white people who fought really for the independence of Finland. It's going to happen here today. As Dr. Kuzuba told you, you must bow to this government. You must bow to this name, United States of Biafra. You must bow on it. My people. When you see how more deep, tomorrow we are going to do that again. How the red also fought the white. And finally, what happened? What happened finally? The white, that day they choose. And that way they plan it is how it happened, because that's why I told you that anything once you open your mouth and give something name, that thing don't die. That thing cannot die. That is one thing that we all must know. That is one thing that we have to understand here. We have give that name United States of Biafra by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze and the cabinet members then, and that name has come to stay. I have chosen it. Do you choose that name? Do you stand on it? That is the name of our government. The government is government of United States of Biafra. not United Bridge. And when we went to Finland, what are they shouting? USB, USB. Why did they not shout bridge, bridge? Look at the fools, like the red Finnish people who fought their independence of their own. That's what is happening here today. I said what? That is what is happening here today, my people. That's why to do not panic that the governments are doing the right thing, that the governments are getting it right. That is the truth that we all must know. Let us listen to finish history again before we can give chance for a phone call for people to call and submit their own opinion as we move.
The nation became embroiled in a civil war between two main factions.
The nation become rowdy between two main factions in Finland, two factions. That's why I told you that DOS, Sona Brawa, they fall back bridge, they debunk CRC, they dissolve CRC, and what's known. They are one people working forward against the Ria Declaration. Now, we have the University of Biafra that was declared also by the real Biafran people, like the white people in France, in Finland also. Now, these debunk groups that fighting against United States of Biafra today, they are like the red Finnish people. They fight. They call it two main factors come out in Finland to fight against the real people. They read their declaration. And for them, they did not get to declare anything. No. These red people did not get to declare. They want it to see be under, they want to see under France. And whatever they are doing, they was being paid and getting their money from Russian authority. And they support them. The war again, and all these monsters today are supporting from where? From Nigerian government. That is where they're getting the support from. So do not be panicked when you see them. I told you a lot will happen, and a lot is happening, and a lot is about to happen. When it happens, no matter the exposition, no matter whoever leave the government to bring anything out, for me, it holds no ground for me. I stand where I stand. So far, she is working on that name, United States of Biafra. That is what I care for. That name is what I want to protect. I am not a fan of the Tongozi Arabese. I am here to defend and support for my own destiny, my own freedom. That is why I open YouTube, put my face here. I won't tell what I'm passing through, and call that coming from here and left, from friends and well-wishers, from family members. Why this? Why that? If you don't like what I'm doing, if you owe my life, but you cannot allow me to say this, please take the life away from me. If you are feeding me before, and because I'm don't want to feed me, please go with your food, don't feed me. My freedom is more important than any money, any connection, any food you will give to me. That is where I stand for now. That is who I am. I don't change because of what is happening. I do what I do because I know the value of what I am doing. Let us play this very fast so we can give people time to call. The two factions. Remember, that is where we are.
The Whites, led by Carl Gustav Mannerheim, these forces sought to establish a non-socialist independent government. They were supported by Germany. The Reds,
we are supported by where? Germany. Germany come to support the Whites on what they are doing. That is how you see a common country like Eritrea come and support what we are doing. There is other countries, even without saying, America support what we are. That's why they allow us, after the declaration, we have embassy there. That is why you see our concern in Amazon. All these things are a little things that are going very fast, that people refuse to take the fact and figure and believe on it. I want to tell you that the government are doing it right. Like what the white people did in Finland. The white are the one that declare. The red did not declare anything, but they don't want those who have mind to declare for them to prosper on it. But today the same thing happening here. Are we not moving like the white people? We are moving like the real white Finnish people, not this Alexander Stubb white. Alexander Stubb in the camp of the red people who come to destroy Finland. That is what Alexander Stubb is doing today. That is what he is doing today, my people.
It's largely of the working class and supported by Bolshevik Russia, They aimed to create a socialist state. The civil war was incredibly brutal, with both sides committing atrocities. Key battles included the capture of Tampere by the Whites. German involvement was significant, helping the White forces secure control of Helsinki. The White forces ultimately prevailed, ending the civil war and solidifying Finland's independence. 4. Formalization of independence. The Treaty of Dorpat, Tartu, signed in October 1920, formally recognized Finland's independence and delineated its borders, granting it access to the Arctic Ocean. In 1919, Finland adopted a democratic constitution and emerged as a republic. In summary, Finland's independence...
Remember, they declared in 1917. In 1919, they adopted what? Democracy. Do you hear that?
Yes.
Through a combination of growing national identity and resistance to Russification, seizing the opportunity presented by the turmoil of World War I and the Russian Revolution, a decisive, albeit bloody, civil war that determined the form and direction of the newly independent state.
Do you hear this? That Finland went to bloody war. After they have declared their democracy, after they have declared their independence, they did not go back and said, okay, because we never get recognition, let us stay answering the revolution movement of Finland. They did not. They stand with the name Finland and they start fighting with it. They start defending it. That is why you must stand on the United States of Biafra. This is why you must stand on the United States of Biafra to defend your land and fight to take what belongs to you. That is the thing that we must know. That is the thing that we must understand. So the line is open for those who want to call. If you want to call into the program, you know the number to call. The number is +973 360 51337. That is the number to call. Let me recap it again. +973 360 51337. Only on WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp you can get this number. So if you have something to contribute in what I have stated out and what you learned from Finland history, the one I have read today, please go on and call and make your own contribution. Or if you have anything in mind to discuss here, please, the platform is yours. The phone number is out. So if you want to call, you are free to do that. So my people, please try and like and share it. We have a first call. Let us listen to the call. Sorry, my brother. Mazucha is calling. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. Yeah, you can go on, my brother.
Mahazi, is watching the good. Biafra is my home. You're talking to the Pachai, Ketago. If I yesterday, I'm going to go to Biafra. I don't make the program. I want to go from yesterday. So, I get people who call back yesterday. You know, but the web tools, I come from the web tools. The web tools, like he says. Why, red Finland and the white Finland.
Please add something on your voice. Please add something on your voice a little bit, please, my brother.
Okay, let's hear about the Yankee. I'll cover.
Okay. Yes, the number is out for anybody who wants to call. Only on WhatsApp, strictly on WhatsApp only. I said the number is +973 360 51337. Only on WhatsApp. Now, while we're waiting for the number, we'll be doing some things to remind you when we went to Finland, what they was shouting in Finland. Did they shout bridge? When you see all these people, yeah, we have a call. Yeah, he's back. Hold on, let me put you on speaker.
Hello.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Don't drag my brother. Watching it. Biafra is my home. Can you go from Igwe Putus? I want to start from Igwe Putus. I want to ask Igwe Putus, but it's not time. Is it not time to stop to killing us, that fighting what he's fighting? This is what I want to ask. Igwe Putus, you know why I ask this? You know why I ask this? Not to people who are taking money, people who are somewhere here, people who are somewhere here. You don't want to let people to do what people want to do. It's not shame to you. You know my voice. Thank you. Thank you for watching it.
Go on, my brother. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, Igwe Butuzo, Biafrans are asking you question. Igwe Butuzo, where are you and all this killing happening in Biafra land? And you claiming that you are triple general. And the Gentle Yahoo have a spokesperson. What happened to your own spokesperson? For how long are you going to deceive Biafran people that you are fighting, you are protecting the land while you are not? It's a high time that we that are not in the government tell you the truth. Because the government are trying to play safe on you. They don't want to come out and tell you the truth. They don't want to come out and put you on a wrong note. They see packaging you and putting you on the right track. So if you know, you know. The movement that we are into is no longer a time by now. The Biafra Liberation Armies are not supposed to open hiding their face if they are doing the needful. From the day that when people ask, what is the government doing? Why are they not chasing? Why that they're not chasing Nigerian police away? The government are they the military? They have military supposed to do that. When the military refuse to do that, you want them to come and do it by themselves. You fool! Asking what do you have achieved? And you, this is how they finish red people. That's what they did also. They castigate their government. I said what? They castigated their government. I said they're not doing anything until the revolution starts coming. After 10 years, after 13 years, Germany recognized them after 20 years. Other countries after 13 years, they start recognizing them. This is what happened in Finland. And you think our own is going to be very easy like that? Then you need to fall back until you get recognition. And people say they are doing fundraising for recognition. Nonsense. Fools everywhere. And use on social media. Becoming an enemy of your own country, of your own nation. That is who you all are. Those social media. Those that are red finished. Like Ogen Chris, Sonia Parawa, Chiamaka, German Maduabu, Shomo Koma, and all of them, they are acting like the red Finland people who fought against whites, who declared their independence on December 6, 1917 in Helsinki. That is who they are. And you are following them. You do not ask a question. You are in the Liberation Army and you are joining them. You are also acting like those that see what Igwe Butuzo is doing and Emia prove that Igwe Butuzo has been compromised. Igwe Butuzo, one or two Emia, Mazda Kanu told you that we have only two ways to get Biafra. That one is through political movement. The second one is going to war. That we choose to go to war. We choose to fight. When did you fight last? The enemy is last. Except defending that one place you are. The enemy hold you. Now you're supposed to be counter-offense. You're supposed to be attack. You attack, you defense. But you're always on defense until that you are camp. They refuse you to come outside. They block you. Igwe is in the cage. He's doing nothing. Igwe defending only that you are camp. Is it how you are defending Biafra land? Doing nothing. Claiming triple general. I want to see even Gentle Yahoo when they mount on the road, dismantle and prove open. This is me doing this job. Have you seen that? For how long are we going to be deceived? What are you not telling us? Tell me that place you have seen they have come and dismantled. Gentle Yahoo prove his picture. I'm the one here in charge, except to defend their life in Okigbe. It's no time to hide and seek if they really believe in that declaration. It's not time to put mask anymore. It's time to show who you are, that you have a country. You are not no longer a criminal. It's only criminal that marks themselves. It's only Bible that covered their face. Because you know that you did not believe in what you are saying. You know what you say is not what you are doing. You are not doing talking na do. Baba Tobia is talking na do. Mazda Nagano is talking na do. Otomoto is talking na do. The government is talk and do. That is who they are. If Igbe Butozo openly come out and be, let Igbe Butozo. See, there is two ways of you doing something. One, the only one thing in this movement is to secure the road you used to go and to secure the road you used to go back. If they are going there and they cover their face to go there, when they got in there, what happened for them to open their face and do the job? The people will believe that Igbo is doing something. For me, as of now, Igbo is doing nothing. Gentle Yahoo is running propaganda, he's doing nothing. Let him mount with his face in one station and bring it down. Let him mount in one checking point and chase the army day away and prove that I am the one, I'm here. Not after you showed us a picture, showed us a video. This government is not going to be a government of video and photo. We are no longer in the era of photo or video. No. Many videos have been there in the past. People like the faceless disunite know how to do cut and joint. Now he's no longer talking over 3 days. He's arranging videos, the old videos of action that he wants to put to you. That this is the money you contributed. This is woto. We are no longer in the era of woto, but we are in the era of chasing the enemies away from our land. Then the government will be doing diplomatic way. Why these people are here working? That is why all the hands must be on deck. That is why all hands are supposed to be on deck by now. What are you not telling us? What is that is happening? Why are you people deceiving the fellow Biafrans? Why are you doing that? We must know that what we are doing is to defend our land. That is in our right. It's our inalienable right for our self-defense. It's our right to defend our land. It's our right to form our government. It's our right to choose those who are going to govern us, who are going to be our president. It's our inalienable right. It's in the concern of the world. Even in the so-called zoo country, it's also self-defense is not a crime. Preaching about your country is not a crime. After Finland has passed through this way, Finland, what you did in your own time, despite that you are caught to doing it. Okay, the offense of Mas Simon is that you're supposed to be in Biafra and be doing it. Is that why you're keeping him? Finland, why you are keeping Obatobi? Are you telling us that he's supposed to be in Biafra land and doing it, that you stand in your own land and do what you do? Finland. Is it why you're keeping Obatobi till now? You said since 2 weeks that you're going to bring out bare condition. He's supposed to discharge and quit Masan. He did nothing. What you in Finland did, and even you did more than him. You buy your own people in your own time in your country. The red and the white, they buy themselves. Before what ends is that all they agree to come together, they now start voting in Finland when they are declared though. When Finland declared their independence, they went through another process of vote again. Let us know those who are, when now that we are in Finland, okay, the name is Finland. Let us know those who are going to win. If people that win are the red, we go back to Russia. If people that win are the Biafran, are the Finland white, we remain in white. Because of the school, I want to use my second example. Then the whites now win. The red people of Finland get 97 votes. Why the white get 100? Only 3 votes is what they used to today. To this name of Finland has come to be existing country today. That is what happened. Finland, why are you keeping Simon Ekpa, our prime minister? Why are you keeping him? Oh, because of he was in your country fighting for his own freedom. They said in the movement of liberation of freedom of a country that the freedom fighters has only 3 places. They said one is grave, one is exile, one is prison. These are the only 3 ways for freedom fighter. So Obato being in your country and also being a citizen of your country, also being in your military also is a guarantee that he has a right to do what he's doing. And you are Questioning him for what? Who questioned you? Oh, because of Finland, you are in your country. Why you are doing none of you was in exile. But why did you run to Germany to come and help you now? Why do you run to Germany? So Obatobi being in Finland is simply asking you for help, and he said it that he wants you, Finland authority, to mediate on issue of Biafra and Nigeria. He said, come, call all of us with your power. Let us sit on round table in Finland or anywhere you choose. When Ojuku and the so-called stupid Fulani man that will die very soon went for Aburi Accord. Where did they choose? They choose Ghana for the Aburi Accord. So if Obatobi said, let us choose Finland for everything, is he offense? And he's contributing in your task. The Biafrans that come for the first, when we adopted the name Bridgie, and no, when we adopted our small constitution that guides Bridgie, that is a charter. That is charter. When they come, you don't not pay for you don't just fly in and stay inside bush in your country. You don't not pay for hotel. You don't pay for the food that you are season cook for them and they eat and paid you and took a flight inside your country. You don't not pay for your tax. You don't not compete in your economy also. The second one that is very large. Do we not pay for where we stay? And you are questioning him. When it's come to your turn, Alexander Stubb, you not change the constitution, you change the authority, you change everything and questioning him. Somebody you could have carried in your hand, people that have respected you, trusted you with all his life, serve you as one of the military. You even also keep him as your reserve. If he's not good, why do you put him in your reserve military? Finland. The evil Alexander Stubb, who look like dead Bulgaria, look at your dry face, like a dry stick, a dry tree. With a dry mind that full of evil. That full of what? Evil. Alexander Stubb. He's evil. He's a corrupt man. That is why you see him with the corrupt people in the world. That's why you see him with Chetima. That's why you see him with all the Fulanis in Nigeria. That is why he come to do business with them. Because corrupt people do business with his fellow corrupt people. But that thing that this seed Alexander Stubb sowed, Finland will repeat. The war that will break out in Finland again, you will not believe it. The real people will raise up against Finland again, and they will fight again. It's coming. It's looming. You see what he did to us. You will pay for it dearly, Finland. You guys to pay with what he did to our prime minister, what he did to Biafran people. All the people that was died from November 2020 today, their blood is in the heads of Alexander Stubb and that policeman who arrested Obatobi today. I'm questioning him and put him in court. All of you will never see good. The justice that will maintain on us will fall back on you people, because what you throw on us will come back to you. This cry that Biafran people are crying today, this pain is going on in Biafra land, they will bind people in Finland. You will reap what you sow, because you can't give it to us and without getting it back. You must get it back, Finland. You must, because Obatobi did not commit any crime in your history. The same thing that happened to you is what happened to us. We just finished reading your history, and you know that Finland divided into two. After the real white Finnish people went to Helsinki, this is the same Helsinki. This is the same Helsinki we went to. Is where you people, the white Finnish people, gathered and they are declared the independent of Finland. And after declaring, the red Finland people says no. They start fighting against Finland. They start fighting against whites. Today, that is exactly what we are seeing today, that is happening here today. And Finland support this evil, support this atrocity, because you want money. Alexander Stubb, the dry three-faced man. The dry three-faced man, Alexander Stubb. After you get all this money, you still look like an electric pole. After that, you still look like electric pole, Alexander Stubb. The only thing you will do is to do what? To be supporting, colluding with Nigeria to be buying Biafras. That's what you did, nothing more than that. Nobody. Nobody. Nothing else. The red people we have in Biafra movement today are DOS, who fought against Finland white people who declared their independence in Helsinki in December 6, 1917. That is it. Finland. The red people we have today are DOS, fallback group, the dissolved CRC. The other one dissolved people, and Adando Osho. They are all red, like Finnish people who fought the whites that declared their independence. These people that you see they're fighting, they are the same method of Finland is what they are doing. So they are one people because DOS, fallback bridge, accountability group, Imam Madwabu CRC, the debunked CRC group, and all of them today, they are working for only one goal. What is the goal? The goal is that Biafra true, that we don't have to declare our independence. Like the way the red Finnish people fought the whites for their independence of Finland. So they're like the same people. So we have them here today. They fought. They are fighting us. They are on social media making noise, ranting, distributing lies and propaganda everywhere. And Finland, instead of you to embrace that man who said, come and be a mediator, come and stop this, like the way Germany supported you the white finished, and the white Russia supported the red finished. Do you see the way the government are supporting these inconsequentials, these idiots today? That is the way that Russia support the Finnish red, and white Germany support the white, and the white finally get the freedom for them. What was come to worse, when they have declared, not when they did not declare independence, they have declared, and the Finland people, they gathered together on their own and said, okay, let us, what to end this thing, let us vote. Finland declared independence on December 1917. They adopted their democracy in 1919. Do you see how it goes? They declared that they are a democracy country in 1919/1920. That is how it happened in Finland. Yeah, I played the history. We all read it here. We listen to it and see what we are doing. That what we are doing is what we're supposed to do. That what we are doing is what that we should do. The way we are doing is the way we're supposed to do it. No other way. Even Finland went totally brutal war with their citizens more than us. And they gathered what and vote. When they voted, what happened? The red Finnish get 79 votes. Why the white Finnish people get 100 votes? If what we are doing comes to war, that's what we do. But see, why Finland are doing that? They maintain that name on their independence. They call themselves Finland. They did not fall back to anywhere. They didn't go back to any other places. They stand there and they defend it. And after the vote, that's why go to comment section of all these irats, all these monkeys that are making on social media. You will see one person will comment 100 times. Prove love to the other. He will say people are less. Why is one person? Go and check. One person write more than 20 comments, and that is how you know people are supported. What's come? That's what we're going to do. You can use what is happening on comments to know that all the genuine Biafra stand with the United States of Biafra. I see my brother, my senior comrade, Biafra is a dos. Moins are from here. I greet you. Thank you so much, Onyezu, for coming in. I appreciate you for doing the good work. Please, I know that my platform is still a small platform. Please go to Maz Ezedos and subscribe. If you never do that, please go and do that. Go and do that. If you never do that, please go and do that. I see Peter. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. I see you. Please subscribe on the YouTube page. Please do that. Then I see Arinze Onyeziokwu. I see Biafran son. Thank you for coming in. Thank you also. May Elohim bless you and protect you. Thank you so much. Mazi Biafra does. May Shukwu carry and continue to bless you and give you more time for you to be coming to educate all of us, because we are all making common sense. I thank you for all you do, the good job, the good exposition, the good analysis. Even when you are doing it, you'll be smiling. People will talk you, but when you pay attention, they will see how important what you are saying it is. Thank you so much for coming in. Biafra is the us. I thank you. The way I thank Mas Humble Lion. I thank Arinze. My brother, thank you so much for coming in. We must continue to do. Alexander Stubb will regret his action, his evil deed. He must regret it. He must regret it. And that is why I said that all the people who died from the day he took Mazin and the Kama Samaneba away, that is how that thing will happen in Finland. So, because he must pay, this time around, we will pay anybody who did evil to us with evil. It's no longer a time we pay evil with good. We will pay evil with anybody who did evil for Biafran people. We will turn it, that is back to sender. They don't understand that word. This has activated.
Yeah.
Those things that the world, they will not talk about it. Now they're talking about Biafra. And Mazana cannot say that a time will come when people will be talking about Biafra without giving them money. What is happening today? People have started talking about Biafra without giving them any money. So my people, we must continue to stand on the true side of what we are doing. We must continue to do what we are doing. If you want to call on the comment on the program, the number to call, like I said, is +973 360 51337 +973 360 51337. That is the number to call. We have, like, let me see, we have almost like more 10 minutes to be here. So if you want to call, you can call and make your own contribution. I think they said, I salute you, Biafra is my home. Well done, good work, all must help Biafra. No mind that Alexander Stubb, he will live to regret his deed. Yes, he will regret it. Evil man. Look at his face like that Bulgarian. Look at Alexander Stubb's face. You will see the face, the heart of that Bulgarian inside his life. So what Alexander Stubb is doing today, when he was prime minister, Robert Obie thought he's a friend of him, that Robert Obie to vote and campaign for this idiot, spend his own money to vote for this evil doing, to vote to this evil man called Alexander Stubb. But Obie voted for him, campaigned for him. That was what Obie did. After what did he pay Obie back? What Obie let him when he won the election. He celebrates his election when he won with champagne. Then what happened? He is the one colluding with Nigerian government to keep Obie. Even wanted to hand Obie over to Nigeria, the evil man, because you want to get oil from Biafra land, and you refuse to understand that this oil belongs to Simon Ekpa, that belongs to real Biafran people. That's why I told you, with that thing that you did, you will repeat back. You will collect it back, because the Biafran people, the way people stand and defend your nation, declare your nation, is where we stand. The offense of Simon Ekpa was that you, Finland, stand in your country and they are declared because of the atmosphere is conducive for you. Then for we, Obie, Mazankan has to be in exile to do it. The offense of Obie was try to be a Biafran, try to defend our land from your country. That was his offense. When he submitted all the documents, all the witness of what Nigeria is doing, why he wants to do what he's doing, what stopped me from telling him, please, you won't stay in our country to talk about this Biafra? Why did you not do that, Alexander Stubb? Or as your man, why did you not tell him, if you want to talk about it, please leave my country, I don't want you here? Why did you not do that, evil man, evil government of Finland? Why did you not do that? Why did you not do that? Please, for the last time, I am going to try to play that the how Finland get their independence, if I can, for my time here. After playing it, we will come to the end of the program. I want it to be the last thing that anybody who are going to listen on this program will use to cook. So he will knew that those red Finland today, they are in the midst of us. They are people that we are hearing today that they fall back. They debunk CRC and the all world knows today. They are fighting against their declaration. That is who they are. Listen to this.
Finland's fight for independence was a complex process, marked by both political maneuvering and a brutal civil war. Here's a breakdown of how it happened. 1. A history of autonomy under Russian rule. For over a century, 1809–1917, Finland was an autonomous Grand Duchy under the Russian Empire. This meant it had a degree of self-rule, its own legal system, and eventually even its own democratically elected parliament. This period fostered a strong sense of Finnish national
network. What is the problem? Sorry, my people. Network.
identity. However, towards the end of the 19th century and early 20th century, Russia began a policy of Russification, attempting to integrate Finland more closely into the empire. This led to widespread resistance and strengthened the independence movement. 2. The opportunity of World War I and the Russian Revolution. The chaos of World War I severely weakened Russia. The March 1917 revolution overthrew the Tsar, and the subsequent Bolshevik Revolution in November 1917 created a power vacuum.
No network. Why are you moving?
Seizing this opportune moment, the Finnish parliament, led by Per Evin Svinhufvud, issued a declaration of independence on December 6, 1917. Crucially, the new Soviet government, led by Lenin, officially recognized Finland's independence on December 31st, 1917. 3. The Finnish Civil War, 1918. Despite declaring independence, Finland faced severe internal strife. The nation became embroiled in a civil war between two main factions. The Whites, led by Carl Gustav Mannerheim. These forces sought to establish a
Oh God, network. Why are you going and coming?
independent government. They were supported by Germany. The Reds, composed largely of the working class and supported by Bolshevik Russia, they aimed to create a socialist state. The sides committing atrocities. Key battles included the capture of Tampere by the Whites. German involvement was significant, helping the White force.
Do you hear that? That both two factions was committing atrocity. Even the white that are real, they also commit atrocity. So in this moment we are, so if you see anybody who is telling you all this nonsense that other around them doing, they are the one getting it right. They are committing more atrocity more than the University of Biafra. And the University of Biafra government, anything we committed is for the sake of the new nation and the people of the Biafran people. That is one thing that we all must understand. Let us continue listening.
Your control of Helsinki. The White forces ultimately prevailed, ending the civil war and solidifying Finland's independence. 4. Formalization of independence. The Treaty of Dorpat, Tartu, signed in October 1920, formally recognized Finland's independence and delineated its borders, granting it access to the Arctic Ocean. In 1919, Finland adopted a democratic constitution.
Do you hear that? They formed a treaty with a country that recognized them. In 1920, they formed a treaty. Like what we formed with Amazonia. Like what we did with Amazonia and Eritrea government in exile. This is how to form a treaty. And the individual will not tell you that. These shenanigans on social media will not tell you that. These monsters that on social media will not tell you that.
As a republic. In summary, Finland's independence was achieved through a combination of growing national identity and resistance to Russification, seizing the opportunity presented by the turmoil of World War I and the Russian Revolution, a decisive, albeit bloody, civil war that determined the form and direction of the newly independent state.
We have a phone call. We have a caller here. Brother, hold on. Let me put you on the mic. Okay, you can go on now.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Yes, thank you. Go on.
Thank you. My greeting to our spring leader. My greeting to my EKPA, PM, Samonepa, Njoko. My able to lovely mother, Deputy Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, the Chief of Armed Forces. My greeting to good people of Biafra. My greeting to the enemies of Biafra. My brother, I want to appreciate you once again for wonderful exposition, for wonderful teaching, for wonderful lecture to the people of Biafra and to people of the world. I want to appreciate you for dig so far by bringing this out to the people to listen. This is what our people are supposed to be listening now, for them to understand the meaning of declaration and the meaning of recognition. Not by hearing some arrogance, riffraff, mediocres, like faceless, like Remutus, like Ada in France, one is Socha, like Okute Biafra, like Bam Bam Bam. They can never teach any good thing for you, for us. This is what we are supposed to be hearing. For all the social media, all the good medias, by telling us, telling the Biafra, because we need education. Our people lack this education. Our people lack it. Before PM declare Biafra, before he started in the plan, PM said, he analyzed everything, every country, how every country was recognized, how every country was declared. PM analyzed everything to us. But we have forgot everything PM taught us. If it is where they are doing Sagana, you will see 200 people, 400 people watching. But where they're supposed to hear the truth, where they're supposed to be knowledge, impart knowledge, they will come and slow and pass. I pray may Chukwu Kikame forgive us. I want to appreciate you this afternoon, my good brother. Continue your good work. Continue exposing this, telling us. Look at how many years it took Finland. Look at how many years. From 1917 to 1930, it took them 13 years.
To get recognition.
Yes. It took them 13 years to get recognition. It is a word of the world that know what law is all about, though. Talk less of this part of world that don't recognize rule and regulation, that don't recognize woman being, that not even value woman being life. Now, we have people that recognize us, the electoral government that recognize us, instead of us to peel leg on it, come together. Even the Tongozi is failing, we will push him. Say, my dear, continue.
Yes.
He will not fall. When Moses was in the wilderness, when the people of Israel was complaining, snake started biting them. God asked him, what snake can lift him up? Anyone that look into it shall be saved. Moses do according to what the God told him. When the hand of Moses was paining him, The hand was coming down. It is the people of Israel lift up his hand, back him, hold his hand up, so that his hand will not fall. But if it is us, we will bring the hand down more.
We will use cutlass to cut the hand. We will use cutlass to cut it immediately.
Thank you. That is what we are doing to Dongozi Oraveze. But to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, that prepared her from the womb, we never allow her to put to shame.
Yes, sir.
We are back her, and we believe what she did to us, for us, on 29th of November. Anybody that is complaining about date, to go and hug transformer.
Now so.
Anybody that is complaining about date is a sample. Anybody that complaining about that date is idiot, nothing but a fool, coward, criminal. They're using Biafra agitation by making money. Everything money. Everything money. Our people love money so much to the extent they don't have conscience to make that money any longer. We are moving ahead. Anybody that want to resign should resign. Go and rest. You have tried. And he said something to me day before yesterday. He said that one person that he did not vote, that he voted against, that person is a sabo. He's a sabo.
He's a sabo now. And even anybody who resign now because of position of things now, that person is also a sabo.
He's a sabo. That person is a sabo. All of you that are resigning, you should resign. Go. If the Dongozi is there, there are 5 or 10. We will support her. The only thing I want to tell Biafrans, please, I am begging you people, it is our freedom, not any other person's freedom. It's your freedom. Donate. Government need money. We are building 40 states of military, not one state of military, 40 states of militaries, different barracks. It's not easy to impede them.
Yes, sir.
Please, don't look at these people, these mediocres. Donate. I am donating. Please, you people should impede, help this woman to achieve her goals. Her goals is a good goal. Her goal is to back up, to stand what that thing. Now they cannot stay for prison. That thing, when Samonepa say also for prison, that is what she's fighting to get for them. Please, I beg you, all of you, don't look back. Don't look tired. Don't complain. This time around is not time of complaining. I don't have. If I tell you what I do to make my daily bread, you will say, wow.
That is it, my
but
brother.
the little that I can do, I'm doing it. You people, especially those people in diaspora, don't be weak. Don't allow these mediocres to confuse you. Don't be confused. Don't be discouraged. Encourage yourself and support this woman. I don't know her. I never met her before. But the woman have done enough for us. She have tried by declaring that Biafra. If that woman did not declare Biafra, by now, Samonepa will be in here.
That is it.
If that
And
woman,
if it's Samonepa,
get a want.
And if Samaneba did not do what he did, by now, Mazen and the Khan will be in hell.
Thank you. That is what they want. Look at the message that Moneta sent to them. Don't declare. You know why he sent it? But some mediocre that the following Samoneba who don't understand the body language, who dear for their own pockets. He said yes, he said that we should not declare. And Dotongodi said a lie. He knows Samoneba. Even if he points Samoneba point gun, he will not deny Biafra. Samoneba said it to know people that is following him.
Yes, now. And whether if to know if we are decoding the word, like when Mazen and the Kano said the word DSS dungeon, DOS will be doing the wrong side of it. Why Obatobie will decode the word and get that side of it?
Yes. And the only Dodongo is stand, they say no. He will not listen to Samoneba. Biafra is not only for Samoneba. We will declare because we are worked so far. Dodongo said we hold meeting 3 times in a day concerning this issue. Okay, is it there? It's not there when they are holding security meeting. 3 times in a day.
And those who are in the meeting with the Congo Rabeze will leave their phone on. Okay, will also listen to what they are doing in the meeting. Sabos everywhere.
Sabos everywhere. Huh? My dear brother, we are moving ahead.
We are moving ahead.
If it takes us 5 years to totally declare, totally claim our land,
it takes
that's no
Finland
problem.
13 years to get the real recognition. And it takes Finland 2 years to adopt that they are going to be on democratic country. So all these things are there. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss about his position about these 2 factions men, the red and the white, and what these red people did in Finland and what the white people did. Do you know that also Finland was also declared in Helsinki? In the same Helsinki, where we declare our nation, is when I was declared. So something
to tell you that Obatobie have made a research of all those things and say he will declare his own there.
Yeah.
And some people will come out and try to sabotage that man for what he have done.
And the worst part of it is that
characters.
The worst part of
All
it is that
the characters have shown that.
Yes. The one that our people are not following is this, brother. There is one that our people are not following. Finland declared on December 6, 1917. They keep on using that name of Finland until the recognition come after 13 good years. Do they fall back? That is why I told you, Ojukwu did not get recognition first before he declared independent state of Biafra. Recognition is the last thing, and Obatobie told us that here. And people are not listening. People are not, because of the evil mind they have, the betrayal, the position they want to occupy is also what makes them to be doing all this shenanigans. And like the red people in Finland, we are going to discuss the red and the white Finland, what happened. So you will know that everything that happening today, the same that happened in Finland is happening. Even that the Finland people, the red and the white, they start killing each other. Violence, bloody war broke out between Finland and Finland. It happened. That's why I told you in this our movement, a lot is happening, and a lot is continue to happen. Do not be deceived. Do not be moved. Stand strong. This time we are into it is time of very critical time. This time is sacrosanct. Be more courageous, more than the way you were before. Go on, my brother. Summarize.
Yes. My summarizing is that it's not all the whole people that left Egypt enter Israel.
That is it. In a short
enter
word.
the promised land.
Yes, sir.
No, not all of them. So if you fall aside, we leave you. We move ahead. God bless you, and God bless United States of Biafra. God bless our able Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Odabese. God bless the truly in cabinet, the true ones that is not the sabots that is still inside the cabinet. God will expose all of them one by one.
You said.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. May Elohim bless you and guide you. Thank you for coming in all ways. Thank you for making to hitting us on the nail of the head of the nail. Thank you so much. Thank you. I welcome you. You encourage me also. Thank you. Thank you. So, my people, because of my time, we are going to end it here up. Remember, tomorrow we are going to be live by 7:45 in the morning. The program has changed. We are becoming from now morning, tomorrow, Thursday morning, also starting from Biafran time. Sometimes it might be between 5:45, 6 in the morning in Biafran time. We are going to be live, and tomorrow the topic we are going to discuss continuously on this Finland, about the red Finland and the white Finland, the history of Finland. We are going to flow it until we finish it up. Thank you so much. We no surrender anywhere. We move on. No surrender, no retreat. It's only in this name, you as the government, you will stand like the white Finnish people who get that name where you are in Finland and you are fighting you as the government. You are witnessing against Obatobi. I am sorry for you. I am really sorry for you. You be able to make a new turn. Make a new turn. Go and cleanse yourself and come and join. You able to you have disappointed Obatobi, eh? Disappointed Mazin and the Kano. Disappointed Consul. Disappointed Mosho Yakobu. You disappointed Ejima who give phone to you because of Ejima giving phone to Igwe Butozo. That is where Ejima was buried alive. Igwe Butozo. Be very careful. My fellow Biafrans, from me, from here, it's a wonderful day. Ndaji